Hey, my loves. How you guys doing? Oh, hold on. No thanks. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Oh, that's what. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. I just got something about work. What the hell is this? Ciao. I just got sent some instructions about this audition that I have to do when I get off of here with you guys, and oh God, the life of an actor. The life of an actor. How are we all doing? Hey, Black Lavender. Shout out to my moderators, Black Lavender and Tony in the building. Thank you all for being here. Y'all know I got on my Tony Moe. Oh, you know what? I think I have a job. I think I probably booked this gig, and I think I might have to get my nails done because I don't think they'll allow me to have these iridescent nails. Oh, I'm telling you guys, look how, y'all remember when I got these nails? Look how fast they grow. I'm telling you, if the hair on my head grew as fast as my nails, y'all be calling me Chocolate Rapunzel. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Yes, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, because Jesus is my daughter. We're going to get into some tea about Mike and Natalie. So won't you come on in the room? Hey, Bolo, what? Black Lavender, I haven't watched the episode yet. I have so many things to do when I get off of this live with you guys. I was going to say that this live was not going to be as long as they normally are, but y'all know that never happened. So I ain't even going to say it. But I know I have a lot of stuff to do. I have to watch this Atlanta episode, but I also have to do this audition. So I can't be on here with y'all all night. So please come on in the room. Hey, Katie, come on in the room. Yeah. Katie, you don't like Mike? Mike is in an abusive relationship with Natalie. Hey, so won't you come on in the room? Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. Yeah. Hey, Graciela! How are y'all doing, guys? I have so much stuff I have to do. Like, this is insane. Y'all think I'm joking when I say I need like a whole production staff. There is so much going on in like my acting life and my YouTube life. Ciao! I have a lot. I just got in. Let me know if you've ever gotten anything from Kimchi. She's Kimchi was on, I think, Drag Race season 11. I think she was eliminated right before the final four because she can't walk in heels. But she can do some makeup. I just got her powder and I got some bronzer from her. It's so far so good. I haven't put it on tonight, but I put it on before. I like it. I think because of the weather has been so crazy, a lot of my stuff that I ordered a long time ago is finally starting to come in, but a lot of stuff has been on hold, and I don't know when I want to do because I've waited long enough because I'm doing a Black History Month favorites for you guys, just things that I like from Black-owned businesses, and I've been trying to wait to film it because the weather is crazy. I ordered from a couple of people who actually live in Houston, and I just don't know if I'm going to get those things before it's time for me to do my video. So I may just do a Black History Month part 2 because like so much stuff is being held up. So I don't know. I do not know. I'm going to wait until Tuesday. And if my stuff isn't here by Tuesday, I'm just going to have to go on with the video because I want to the plan was to have this video up last week, but so much stuff has been like held up in the mail. So I don't know. I do not know. I may have to do a part 2. A Black History Month in March. Who knows? Black History Month should be a Black History year, lifetime. Marion said Mike is just stalling for the time to run out. Mike is staying with Natalie because of the show. Mike don't like Natalie. Mike is not in love with Natalie. Natalie don't like Mike. I think this is all the show. I really, really do. I think these two are done. They've been done, but this show, TLC, probably was just like 90 Day Fiance was just like, listen, it's COVID. We can't like film with a lot of people. We can't like, go and find these new couples. So we just gonna have to work with you guys until this pandemic blows over. So right now we got to make it work with you guys. So find the storyline. And I think this is what's happening. Thank you, Marvina. Literally, I searched rainbow headband on Amazon. This is what I found. It didn't come in enough time because I wanted it for Pride, but it didn't need to. But it didn't even need to come in time because Pride was canceled. I was going to wear the LA Pride, but the pandemic and this never even got here on time. So I'm wearing it for you guys. I try not to wear it like when I run errands because I feel like, you know what? No, never mind. Because I was going to say I feel like it brings too much attention to me, but then I realize what I wear. I'm just like, oh, I wear like a bedazzled fanny pack and I have like this huge teddy bear coat. And sometimes I wear my rainbow shawl. Like, yeah. So it's not just the headband. It's more than that, Nikki. It's more than that. And I wear these, I have my, y'all know my Gucci shades set with the diamonds and stars in them. I wear those all the time. So yeah, it's not just the headband. I just realized that. It's a lot more that goes into that look that make people stare. Oh, well. Thank you, Marianne. What are you guys drinking? I am drinking ice alkaline water with a slice of lemon. Thanks again, Marvina. Hey, Nicole. What? Nicole said they did get married and now Natalie has a YouTube cooking channel. Have we ever seen her cook? Y'all, what time is it? Y'all about to make me go to Natalie's YouTube. Natalie has a YouTube cooking channel? Say what? She has a YouTube cooking channel. Oh my gosh, she really does. Oh my gosh, she does. I don't see Mike in any of these videos though.
I took a salmon head. I wash it pretty good with the cold water. I'm gonna put salmon into the bowl. For that,
damn it! Let me try to. I'm trying to. Guys, she has a YouTube cooking channel, and the eyeshadow. Well, not the eyeshadow. The eyeliner is getting a bit more aggressive the more she stays in the United States.
I'm placing salmon inside.
What kind of salmon? Okay. That salmon was huge.
I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on it. Like everybody does it.
Natalie, you have to make eye contact with the you have to say with your audience, honey. Oh, that's a lot of salt. Wait, child, America has changed Natalie. America has changed her. Oh, wow. She has a YouTube. What is going on? What the hell is happening here? What's going on?
I decided to create this video at the image. This is particular place in my country. I believe in magic of nature and energy. I believe that everything has a reason.
What is this?
What kind of magic in your life?
Oh, wait. It just ends like. Girl, what is going? I'm telling you, YouTube, there's something for everybody on YouTube, baby. What was that? I thought it was going to be like a music video. And what was the echo? Girl, There is somebody for everybody on these YouTube streets. Oh my gosh. What the hell was that? That's salmon. Did she get that salmon from where Mike lives? Oh my God, that salmon. It was huge, but it looked like fresh caught salmon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Black Lavender said Mike's outside making moonshine while drinking moonshine while she's making the videos. I can't believe these two are married. Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? Yes, Candace said, whose kitchen is that? Because remember we saw she hated Mike's what was that? Polly Pocket kitchen, because that kitchen, maybe Mike is just really big, but that kitchen looked very small. Very small. So maybe he's just a big guy, but that is not the same kitchen. Did she make him move? Or were they playing poor? See, I don't know. I don't know what this reality TV. You just never know. Hey, basically, Brittany, what's up? Yes, Tracy. I feel like it's the American in her. Well, now that she's here, I feel like, America is making her like, aggressively season and, aggressively outline her eyes because she looks a little different. She's starting to look a little thick. That American food, baby. The GMOs, them American GMOs will get you every time. Black Lavender said, I wonder whose house she cooking in because that ain't that backwoods shack. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tony, I posted about the grits after I made them because when I was making the grits, I did not realize because I'm so used to instant grits. When I was making the grits, I didn't realize that you have to cook them for like 30 minutes. But I posted an update on my Instagram. If you don't know, I do a lot of cooking videos on my Instagram stories. If you want to check them out, or especially the Instagram story that I'm talking about, you can follow me at NikkiNicoleStar on Instagram. That's NikkiNicolestar. You can find your girl there. This is what I'm talking about. This is a salmon croquette that kind of turned into, something else, but it was still good. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. I made some stone ground yellow grits. I put a little butter, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese, and mozzarella. Mozzarella. You don't got to say it like that, Nikki. Mozzarella cheese, and I made a salmon croquette to go with it. A jerk seasoned salmon croquette to go with it. And I was just like, because this is the thing. I told you I'm doing my Black History Month video, and it's just basically my favorite things from like Black owned companies, my favorite skincare, my favorite hair care, my favorite foods, my favorite, accessories, fashion, all of that stuff. I'm doing a video for you guys. And I've been wanting to try these stone ground grits for forever. They are made in South Carolina. This family has been making grits. Like this is it's like a grits farm. Like they've been making grits since before I was alive. And they're like really popular all through like out the Black owned business spaces. Everybody is talking about this company. And so I was just like, I have to try them, right? I've been trying to get these damn grits for a year. Guys, I've been trying to get them for a year. Every time I get a notification that they are back in stock, they sell out. They're like a Teflon bag. Like you cannot get these grits. So I'm telling you, it was like at 3 a.m. I was watching some crime, my ID channel, that's how I go to sleep. Pray for me. And I was watching that. And for some reason, I got like quickening in my spirit. And I felt like it was the Lord telling me to log into my internet so that I could see if I could get these grits. Because for some reason, I don't know why. Was I watching Swamp Murders? Maybe that's why I did it. Anyway, I don't know why, but I just got my computer and I just went to their website and I refreshed to see if they had like any grits in stock. And not only were the grits in stock, they were on sale. Baby, I put them things in my cart so fast. I said, oh, woke I woke all the way up. I was like, oh, nope, let me get two of these. I bought their whole site out. No, I didn't, but I just got everything that I could and I checked out. And as soon as I got my confirmation, I said, well, look at God. It's been almost a year that I've been trying to get these things. Can you believe it? I've been trying to get them since Thanksgiving last year. Right? No, not Thanksgiving last year. Thanksgiving 2019. Thanksgiving 2019, I've been trying to get those grits. I got them. And the shipping was really quick. I just made them tonight because I told you I'm doing my Black History Month video. And I didn't want to be like, oh, these are grits. And I've never tried them. Like, I'm never sharing anything with you guys that I've never tried, that I don't like have a personal opinion of. Never doing that. That's weird to me. It's like untrustworthy. That's not who I am. But I made them tonight and I'm just like, oh, it's just, grits. It's just regular grits. It'll be fine. I had to stop eating them because I made some for my little sister who's not here yet. And I was just like, I have to leave her some. My mom, she asked because she was not eating like this, but she had some of the grits and she had one spoonful of like the grits. And like she ate them and then she took her spoon out and she put her spoon in a bowl and she just started singing. She was like, what are these? I was like, girl, these are the grits that we're eating from now on. They're so good. They're called, I don't even know. I'm gassing these people up and I forgot the name. Who are they? Who are these grits by? Damn it, Nikki. Queen something. Yeah, Stone Ground Grits by Southern Queen Foods. You can get them at southernqueenfoods.com. The last time I was there, they were on sale for like, I think $3. I don't know if they're still in stock because I bought a lot. And they're actually really, oh shoot, I should have bought some to give away. Damn it, I'll do it again. I'm going to buy some more because I'm going to finish this whole bag tonight. So sorry about that, but yeah. You know what? Back to this Mike and Natalie. Marvina, I think that Natalie is pregnant. She looks pregnant in their intro picture. In their little intro, 2-second video that they do. She looks pregnant. Sarah Friedman says swamp murders. You mean that's where Yara will do to Jovi if he keeps on testing her. She is sick of that man. Oh, Yara is sick of him. Tony said, I take it that you liked it. I don't like grits, but you made it look good. I'm not really a grits person either. Like, I normally would have grits if like my grandmother is making, breakfast or something like that. Or can I just be real? I can only eat like breakfast like that from like an old black woman. I don't know what it is, but like, it's something about it. It's something about where it's just like, oh, okay, I'll eat this. But like, normally if I like go to a restaurant and order breakfast, I'm not ordering grits, right? But if they're homemade, I guess I'll eat them. But people were raving about these grits, guys. Like every review that I was reading, every restaurateur in the South was talking about how good these grits are. And I was just like, let me just try them. And I'm a believer. They were so good and creamy. I'm never eating another instant grit. Baby, they were so good. Hey, Shonda, shout out to my moderator, Shonda. Tracy said, is it Geechee's? Oh, I don't know. It may be Geechee. I don't know. I Am Awesome Productions, you have to. They were so good. So good. I was just like, okay. Because I'm that kind of girl who there's always a hype about something. And if I try it, I'm always just like, why were you hyping this up? This wasn't good. This was worth the hype. It was really good. Oh, yes. Layla Rue asked me a question. Are you going to do another review on Bell Collective? I am at the point where I'm not sure if I'm going to keep watching it. Yes, I am. Here's the thing, guys. My lives, because I do it right after I watch the episode, they're quick and out. The issue with the edited ones is that I have to edit them. That's the thing. And so I can only edit them when I have time. This week I have 3 auditions. I'm going into another audition tomorrow. So it's just been really crazy for me work-wise. Not crazy, blessings, but it's just the auditions take a lot of time, especially now since I'm filming and doing everything at home. It just takes a lot of time for me to do. So those are priority. So when I do have the time, I watch, review, and film these videos, those reviews for you guys, and I edit them. Hopefully I could get them up to you guys sooner, but right now my audition that I have coming up is priority. So after that, we will see. Always check my my post here on YouTube, on my Facebook post section, the community section, or not Facebook, on my YouTube community section, or check my Instagram again, which is NikkiNicoleStar. I always do updates there on the reviews that are coming up or that I will be doing that night, just so you guys can, you know, see what's happening here on Nikki Star TV and be, you know, up to date with the stuff that I'm doing. But yes, Bell Collective, 2 episodes of Married at First Sight and Little Women Atlanta. Drag Race and Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta is tomorrow, and they're both lies. Hey, Goose Girlie. Yeah, LS went to go check the grits, and they're out of stock. I'm telling you, you just have to keep on refreshing the site. They are always out of stock. Always. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Oh, Sophia, I love you too. Thank you so much. Tony, guys, posted my Instagram. Thank you, Tony. Tracy, we will get into Kaylon, baby. And Kaylon is from Bell Collective, if you don't know. I hope they move on from her, because I don't want to read that woman every, you know, review, but it seems like it's just going to have to be that way. Oh, what is Kev on stage doing all day? Finesse his studios. I didn't know anything about that. From what the Mitchell said, as a Southerner, I can confirm you chose right. I'm telling you, those grits are the truth. Yes. Oh, Marvina, my Real Housewives, my last live for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I also added the Real Housewives of New Jersey in there. So if you want to go check out my thoughts on that, you can check out my Salt Lake City live. It's Salt Lake and the Real Housewives of New Jersey premiere. Kaylin, there's no point either, but for her to like be triggering. No Married at First Sight live, Kimberly. It's an edited review. I just have to, because I did 2 episodes in one, they're a little bit long. So it just takes a long time. I try not to make my videos my edited videos more than 30 minutes, because it takes a long time to load to YouTube, and then the quality changes. So I try to keep them short. The name of the grits is Southern. You can find them at southernqueenfoods.com. That's southernqueenfoods.com. And I got the yellow stone grits and the white stone grits. They're delicious. You just have to cook them for 30 minutes. I can't stand Chris. We've been talking long enough, longer than I anticipated. Let's get into the review. If you're just here for the review and grits. Oh, it starts. Ouch. Oh my gosh, my charger just burned my foot. Apple, that can't be good. Oh, girl. Oh, I'm taking I'm taking my charger off. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I dropped this and I went to go pick it up and I stepped on my charger and it burnt the hell out of my foot. This can't be healthy. We're going to take that down right now. The devil is a liar. I'm sorry, computer. I hope you're juiced. Oh, yeah, my baby is juiced. My baby is juiced. Yeah, let me let that cool down for a minute. Child, do I have a lawsuit? Anyway, if you are just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. They're so good. I'm not a grits person unless they're like homemade, but baby, those were so good. And when I get up here with you guys, I'm going to eat another bowl. Brandon and Julia. So Julia maybe, was allegedly pregnant this episode. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe it. I didn't believe it. I think that they were just using it as a storyline. And I think that's why Julia was saying, oh, I might not be pregnant, so I don't want to tell anybody, Brendan. It didn't read real to me. It definitely read storyline. But anyway, Julia assumes that she may be pregnant and she tells Brandon, and Brandon's first thought is to tell his parents, which is so weird to me. It's just, I try not to come at people's family dynamic because I'm really close to my family. Like my mom and my sisters and we are very close, right? Um, I, I still think that Brandon's relationship with his parents is really weird. It's really, really weird. Why is the first thought like, I just feel like when you marry somebody, that becomes your family. Not that the family that you are from does not matter, but I think this is your first priority. And if your wife is telling you not to tell your parents because she's not sure, you're not sure, you have to get a test and all this stuff done. Why is the first thing that you think of is I got to tell my mom and dad as a grown man who's about to, be a husband and later on a father and a provider and all of these things? How are you still thinking so childish? He gives me that he's this stunted child. Like, I don't feel like he's been able to grow into being a man. I think they stunt a lot of his growth, which is why they don't want him to leave the farm. They give me like that small town family that doesn't want, you know what, Plathville. That's what they give me. I think I said this before, but they give me Welcome to Plathville, where it's just like they don't want Brandon to go out and experience the world without them, like without them watching over him and controlling him in some manner. I don't know why, but it's really weird and uncomfortable to watch their relationship. Because you can be like, I am close to my family. There's nothing wrong with being close to your family. But Brandon and his parents with that hot tub that you can only get in when you're naked, because clothes mess up the something with the heater and the water, and it clothes make the water toxic but not genital juice. They're very awkward to me. And another person that's awkward is that lady that is a neighbor, but it seems like she lives on a farm and knows everybody's business. And I also think that she's Brandon's aunt. There's a lot going on with this family that is just a lot more weirder, and I believe more interesting than what we're getting, because they may be weird on this show, but baby, outside of this show, they're even weirder. They're even weirder. Child, something going on. Something, bodies are burnt. Something is up with them. Maybe they're not human beings. Did we ever go there? Did we ever think that maybe they're visiting Earth? Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened because they're giving me Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I've said too much. I've said too much. So anyway, Brandon decides to tell his parents. Julia is still not on board with it, but he decides to tell his parents. And while they're sitting out on the front porch, why am I not surprised, right? Why am I not surprised that Brandon's parents had indoor furniture sitting on their outdoor front porch? Why doesn't that surprise me? I'm like, they have a whole love seat, a whole cloth love seat on the front porch of their puppy mill farm. And it's just, oh, the smells, this home. The things that I pick up, because anybody else could watch this, but I'm sitting there watching this like they're sitting on inside furniture outside. How is that sanitary? Anyway, so he tells his parents, and the first thing the mother says is, "Oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh God, no, oh God, no." Then before they even know if she's really pregnant or not, they just start to like blame Julia, especially Brandon. Brandon's like, I've been telling her about birth control. Julia, do you really need this citizenship? Do you really want it that bad? Because this is such a terrible family to be a part of. I was so mortified for her, but Julia doesn't, I'm gonna be real, she doesn't seem mortified enough for me. Like, she doesn't seem annoyed, angry, mortified, frustrated. Like, I see things happening to her, and like I'm watching and I'm just like, oh my, he said what? And she's like, oh, Brendan, that's not nice. that's it. I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for like the rage because I just feel like this family humiliates her. I think this family humiliates her on like a regular. He's sitting here, Brandon is sitting next to her, patting her leg, telling her parents that they're in this situation because she's not careful. Like she got pregnant on her own. I'm like, don't you ejaculate on her? I just we all know how babies are made, right? And then the parents are acting like they don't know how babies are made because the dad is like, well, he said this after they left, but he still said it on camera. It's been nothing but chaos since she's gotten off of that plane. Julia's the problem, not your prepubescent son that you don't let grow up. It's Julia who is the issue. Girl, you're not mad enough for me. I feel like I'm more angry than you are, and this is your situation. It's so crazy to me how they are just so disrespectful to her, and she just gets over it so quickly. Do you really want the citizenship that bad? What is America sharing out to the rest of the world? Because, baby, let me tell you something. It ain't what you think it is. Well, you know now you're sitting on this puppy mill farm depressed. But I can't. I just feel so bad for her with like these disrespectful parents, this future husband that poorly treats her. I have nothing more to say. I don't know. It's just like she's always going to be the problem. The mother is like blaming her. Brandon is blaming her for possibly being pregnant. The mom is blaming her for possibly being pregnant, and just saying that, oh, you've caused a lot of trouble. He jumped on top of her. Like he should be held responsible, but he's never going to be held responsible. Everything that they think is wrong in that relationship will always be Julia's problem. It'll always be her problem. It'll always be her fault. And she will constantly be the one to bear the burden of this relationship because Brandon will never be held responsible. Which is why I think he doesn't want to leave that situation. Like I already said, he's being cared for, right? He's in a situation where he doesn't have to pay for anything. His mother waits on him hand and foot, and Julia has sex with him. So he has like everything, right? Like nobody is making him be responsible. Nobody in this family holds him accountable. And Julia, who is the indentured servant of this home, does not have a voice. She's always going to be outnumbered. It's a horrible situation for her, but unfortunately, it's a great situation for Brandon. And I think Julia wants his citizenship for some reason. I don't know if this is a better situation for her here or if she's doing this for her family. But for whatever reason, it seems like she's going to stay in it because I've seen updated, I've seen photos of them currently, and they're still together. So either they're faking how terrible the situation is for the show, or she's just going through it just to get what she can get out of it. Either way, I wouldn't do it. That mother would have one more time to talk slick to me. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my situation in Russia. It was not the best, but it wasn't this. It wasn't this. Get me off of this demonic farm and send me home. But she's still with the dude. So you know what, Julia? If you like it, I love it. Enjoy your marriage to that spoiled brat. Anyway, let's go to Jovi and Yara. I think that Yara would have been pissed off about that party if she wasn't mad at Jovi. Yara was too mad at Jovi and too pissed off and still holding that anger from that fight to even really process the party. She walked in and she was just like, oh, this is a lot of people I wasn't expecting. I hate Jovi. So she was more passionate about hating Jovi than she was about hating Jovi's mama for giving her, a party that she said that she did not want, and at a size she said that she did not want. I think if her and Jovi had been in a good place, Yara would have found that moment to be pissed off, but she just let that go because she was too mad at Jovi. Let's talk about Jovi's friends who were trashing Yara the last episode, who now all of a sudden are on her side, talking down about Jovi, about how he shouldn't be drinking. He should be showing her around to everybody. And I'm just like, are you the same dudes who was acting like she was scamming him to be here, and that she was this scamming mail order bride who was going to take advantage of him and he's going to divorce her in a few years? Are y'all the same dudes who was saying that? Because now y'all sitting here, oh, I can't believe he's doing that to you. Yeah, he shouldn't be drinking. That's not okay. What he's doing to you is not right. I was like, oh, Jovi, watch them. Watch them. Because they were talking a certain way about Yara, and then they got in Yara's presence, and all of a sudden, they're Team Yara. Watch them, friends. Not saying that they have a shot with Yara, but a woman scorned will do something. You know what I mean? When a woman is angry, who knows what we gonna do? So one of them ugly friends might just get it if she gets pissed off enough. So watch them friends, Jovi. They don't seem like they're real good friends to you, in my opinion. Because listen, even if your friends, real friends, right? Even if they agreed with Yara and that you were doing the most, not only would they not say it to her, they wouldn't say it on camera. Your two besties was dragging you for a good 2 or 3 minutes to your future wife who cannot stand you on camera. Stay woke, brother. Stay woke. And let's talk about Jovi's drinking. Okay. Yes, Yara is right for feeling a certain way because Jovi, how long were they there? Maybe it's the editing, but it seemed like Jovi got lit as soon as he got to this party. Like they get to the party, he's taking Yara around. Then the next clip, you see his eyes is glazed over, his smile is getting bigger, and he's having the time of his life, and you can tell that he is lit. But I'm like, there had to be some time because the way they shot this episode, it would make you think that Jovi got like drunk out of his mind in like 2 minutes of being there. So I think they were there for a while, but how long could they be there without Yara breaking something? Maybe it wasn't that long, but I don't think it was, in the amount of time that we actually saw. But here's what I would say about that. Jovi's been a drinker. It seems like he's been a drinker because every time that we talk to somebody from his life, they talk about that. Oh, how was Yara going to feel about your drinking? Drinking and strippers. It seems like this has been Jovi's personality before he met Yara, right? My thing with Yara is, I get you have an issue with that, but sis, I feel like he was doing that before you and while he was with you. Why is his drinking bothering you so much now? Women, do you realize you don't have to stay in a relationship? I mean, I know you got the baby, but I feel like before the baby, Yara was already angry and mad about Jovi's drinking. Just go. If you have a problem with that, because he's obviously not changing. Jovi likes a little drink. I think it's because he can't drink while he works his job, and he works that job for like 3 or 4 weeks. No, 3 weeks. So for 3 weeks, he's not drinking. So I guess when he's no longer working on that job and he can drink, he drinks a lot to make up for it because he's probably going to, just have a week where he can drink. So he's going to make up for the time that he missed for those 3 weeks. And oh, wait a minute. I just realized this. Jovi and Yara, the majority of their dates or their dating life was during the time where he was away working. So he wasn't drinking. Oh, is this the first time that Yara is seeing Jovi intoxicated? Maybe that's it. Maybe it was, child, you never seen this man drunk and you was banging him like that? What was I watching? Real quick. I'm not going to do a live review on this show, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to talk about it too much. But there is a part in my review that I talk about with Married at First Sight. On this show, it's like, if you don't know what Married at First Sight is, Married at First Sight is a show where people, like matchmakers, match people together, and they don't see these people who they're going to marry until like they see them on the wedding day and they marry that person. And, we watch their lives, right? Almost all of the women are not sure if they want to stay married to these men want to be with these men or even like these men, but they're like having a lot of sex with these men. And it just confuses me because I'm just like, how you bang this dude and then you get in your confessional and you're just like, I don't know if he's for me. Girl, stop sleeping with him. I feel like that's confusing the situation. Like, you don't know if you want to be with this dude, but you keep on having sex with him. It's weird. And it feels like an unsuccessful situation. It's like you're setting yourself up for failure. So listen, I get that Jovi and Yara, Jovi. Look at me calling him Jovi. Name the baby Jovi. Jovi and Yara. I get that a lot of their dating was while he was traveling and while he was doing the work thing. And so it really wasn't consistent like it is now. But I feel like, before letting this man release his seed in you, shouldn't you know about these parts of his life? That's all I'm saying. Because you got to travel with your man, right? You got to see how your man hold his liquor, right? You got to see, how his man treat his mama. You got to see how your man handles stress. You know what I mean? You got to see how your man handles a financial situation. You know what I mean? Like, what is his finances looking like before you get to those, before you start getting intimate and intimate without condoms, right? I like Yara, but I feel like this could have been preventable. I'm sorry. Because the things that you don't like about Jovi, you could have easily found this out. Easily found this out without being here. Now you're pregnant. I think that's the thing. She's pregnant with this guy and she's about to marry this guy. She's pregnant with this man's child and she's about to marry him. But she does not like who he is when they're not traveling on their little extravagant trips. See, she's meeting Jovi outside of the vacation and she doesn't like him. But girl, you pregnant. See what I'm saying? Listen, I know the older you get, the harder it is to, not just be hopping on these men, right? I get it, ladies, especially when you get into them 30s and them hormones change. Nobody tells you about that. Nobody tells you about that. But we know when you get to a good 33, you a 17-year-old boy. So I get it. But I'm just like, there are other things that y'all could have done before this unprotected sex because, Yara, I feel like this was preventable, mama. I feel like this was preventable. You don't know this guy and you're about to give him a child. Yeah, there's no way of helping you out of this one. You're in it for at least 18 years. And baby, the way this American economy is going, you and him are going to be taking care of that kid for a very long time, all the way up into their 40s. So yeah, you and Jovi are connected for a very long time. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate because I just realized she doesn't know him outside of a vacation. Now she's seeing him outside of the vacation and she hates him. I also think it could be the hormones as well because it seems like as soon as, no, it's not the hormones. She didn't like him before she got pregnant. I'm trying to like make this situation seem better. Because what I was going to say is maybe after 9 months, she'll start liking Jovi again. But I feel like Yara didn't like him before she got pregnant. Why were you still having sex with him? You didn't enjoy him. You didn't enjoy his company. I don't know. Yara. And Jovi was just having such a great time at that party. A great time at that party, even when she was verbally assaulting him. Listen, nothing was funny about how Yara was treating him, right? I will say I did have a little cackle when the mother was like, oh, watching Jovi and Yara dance, they just look so beautiful and just so happy and so in love. And then you get the audio of Yara cussing Jovi out. Shut up. I hate you. I cannot stand you. Don't touch me, Jovi. No. I hate you. I don't want to be with you. I want you to die. Maybe she didn't say die, but just that over the confessional of Jovi's mom talking about how beautiful and happy they look. I was like, oh, girl. If you only knew. Oh, Yara. Yeah, girl, this is a bad situation, but it was preventable. It was preventable. Nobody does the pull-out method anymore. I get the condoms. I get it. I understand. You don't want to use them. The feel is a little different. Pull out. What else could you have done? Are we not grinding anymore because we're adults? Listen, a good grind can get you to where you need to go. Anyway, let me move on. It don't always have to be penetration. Unless, Yara. What is Jovi working with that you know what? DM me, girl. DM me. Rebecca and Zied. Why does Zied always have to go with Rebecca to meet her family or like her friends? It's like I get her wanting to spend time with him, right? But it's like you can't spend time with him without being with everybody. What I feel like Rebecca is doing, and I gotta call you out on this, is I think you know that a lot of people in your life do not like the fact that not only are you with somebody younger, you're with somebody from another country who you have to take care of because they don't have any funds or any way of making money here because they're not yet a citizen, right? So I think you know that the people in your life do not like it. And I think you know that it's going to be a scene, right? There's going to be some kind of content from you taking Zied to go meet these people. I feel like you are walking. I feel like with Zied, Rebecca is taking a sheep to slaughter, knowing what's going to happen every time. Like she knows that these people do not like him. So when you take him, especially this man, no shade, but let's just talk America, right? This man from Africa with this deep accent in this town where Rebecca lives in Atlanta. Listen, it's not hot Atlanta. You know what I mean? It's not the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's taking him to a place because I ain't seen a black person yet. We've been filming Rebecca for 2 seasons. I ain't seen a black person in her life, a black person in the background, a black person at her job. So she's in a certain place where a guy like Zied, probably not the best, for him to go out on his own. So maybe that's why she does go everywhere with him, because she knows where she has him. When I talk it out, I get to where I need to get. But I still don't like the fact that she takes him around people who she knows will not enjoy him. And I think that she's doing that for storyline, for show. But I think that Zied is not aware of that. And then he gets hit in the face when he gets to sit down with the people in her family who have these views of him, and they're just berating this dude and degrading this dude for the show, right? They could be turning it up for the show. I don't know, but it's very clear to me that Zied is unaware that Rebecca is setting him up. And Rebecca, you may say that's not what you're doing, but that's what it looks like. Because why do you keep on bringing your friend over who has all this stuff to say? Y'all can tell I'm still heated about that because I'm not letting that go. How you let your friend read your man down like that and you just sit there looking away? The things that friend was saying to Zied, and I'm like, Rebecca, you're not going to defend him? Like what? She just looked away. And in her confessional, yeah, my family, they just don't like him, but I want them to know that I'm in love. You got to say that. You got to defend your man. You should have threw your friend out. Anyway, I'm glad that the situation with her son is a lot better. I don't know why he's, so nice to Zied. He was really sweet. I'm very thankful that Zied was finally able to meet somebody in Rebecca's life who will not treat him like trash, because this was a really nice meeting. Her son was so loving, so caring and understanding of Zied. His son, that's a good household. Oh, where was Rebecca's son and daughter-in-law on January 6th? Where were they? We need to find their whereabouts. Y'all know, y'all can find everything else. Let me know where they were at on January 6th before I go in anymore, because they just seem like really nice people. But I had to think about it. I said, wait a minute. Let me stop. But they just seem really nice. Really, really nice. The daughter-in-law asked a little question that got a little spicy. But outside of that, I just felt like this these people are the nicest people connected to Rebecca that Ziad has ever met. And you could see that this was a more enjoyable experience for him because, he was laughing, having a good time. And then that daughter-in-law asked the kids question. And I was like, damn, he just can't have one good day without there being any drama. Because as soon as she said to him, do you want kids? I immediately clenched my imaginary pearls because I knew from that question, Rebecca was going to make the rest of his day a living hell. And she did. I can't give Ziad children. We know this. He knows this. Rebecca, I keep on saying this to her because I want her to get it, right? Enjoy. I feel like every older person who gets with somebody significantly younger should always expect, it may not go that way, right? But you should always expect to lose this much younger partner to a different season in their life. Because for you have been there and done that. And this younger person right now is saying they're okay with it until they get to that point where they're just like, oh, now I want to walk through this journey of my life with somebody who is experiencing it at the same time as I am. You will get some who just, I'm not going to say just want you to die, but you will get some who will, hold it out until you die, especially if you're wealthy. It is what it is. Welcome to America, right? But I just feel like Rebecca spends so much time worrying about her and Ziad not being together for a very long time. Girl, the man want kids. He keeps on telling you in the nicest way that at some point he's going to get a child. He knows he's not getting it from you. So who the hell is he getting it from? Girl, you and Ziad are not going to be together for the rest of your life. Why would you want that? He's 27. Why would you want that? Why would you want this 27-year-old man to be with you until you die? Girl, enjoy him for what it is. Get that, young peen and have a good time. Just have a good time. You guys are not going to grow old together. You're already there. He's not going to wait to join you. Like, come on, Rebecca, let's talk some sense, sis. We know how it is with the men. Why are you acting dumb as a woman? Come on. He's not going to be with you when you're like 60 and he might, make it to your 56th birthday, but I think that's about it. Real talk, you have Ziad for a good 5 to 7 years, maybe 8. Won't you have some fun for them 8 years? Have some fun. And then when that breaks up, Lord knows you're going to go back to Africa and get another man. So just enjoy. I just feel like she makes everything so terrible for her before it even gets there. This is the thing, Rebecca. She doesn't enjoy any moments. She doesn't enjoy any moments because as soon as that daughter-in-law said it, me and Ziad were like, oh God, here we go. Because then Rebecca in the confessionals and then Rebecca to Ziad. I need to know if he wants kids. Because I can't give that to him. And then she's walking around a tree, all depressed and sad. I can't do that. Girl, I would not be focusing on that. I would be having a good time with my young thing, my young African king. That's what I would be doing. Having a good time until it's time, to shut it all down. Listen, girl, maybe by the time he leaves you, you won't even feel like, you know what? No, I was going to say that you wouldn't even feel like being jumped on by some young thing. And then I thought about Stephanie, who likes it 6 times a day. So who knows? Who knows? But I just think she just doesn't let herself enjoy anything. Because even the next day, she asked Ziad that day, and Ziad is just like, I don't want kids right now. There's your answer, girl. You know he wants kids. Then she asks him again. He's just like, well, right now, I don't want them. He keeps on telling you right now. He doesn't say, I never want kids. He says, right now. You got them for 5 to 8 years. Enjoy. If I was you, real talk, we just going to be straight here. I would get all the pounding I can get. Get all the pounding, get all the fun. Get on, travel with him. Everything that you couldn't do with another man that you don't feel comfortable doing. Do with him. Have a good time. And then when it's done, go eat, pray, love back to Africa. Because we know that's where you're going. You're like a nice little African man. No matter where he's from, okay? Rebecca says, I just want him from that continent. Girl, me too. I get it, but you're a little predatory. Anyway, I just wish she would enjoy her time with Ziad. I feel like Ziad knows what it is. Everybody else in Rebecca's family knows what it is, but Rebecca. But she doesn't get it. She does not get it. I'm like, girl, enjoy him. Enjoy him for why you got him. And if I was you, I would just, if you want your family to be a part of your life, if it was me, the only family member Ziad would ever interact with is her son. I would not bring Ziad around any of those other people who torment him or make him, even sadder than he was before. Because this is the thing. You have him for a good 8 years, possibly, right? You keep on decreasing that time every time you take him around them family members that look like they were at the Capitol on the 6th. I'm just going to say it. That future son-in-law, he seemed like he was there too. And the daughter gives me, that's my boyfriend's views. That's how my boyfriend thinks. My boyfriend's homophobic, but not me. Girl, that's what she gives me. I could be wrong. But what I'm saying, stop bringing Ziad around those people. Bring him around your wonderful son, who I need to know where he was at. Can y'all check his Instagram? Can y'all check his Instagram? Where was he at on January 6th? Anyway, he seems like a really sweet guy. Great dad. That her grandson was so sweet. Bye. Thank you for playing with me. Keep him around those people. They love and support your relationship. That's where you need to be. Keep him away from those haters. Keep and enjoy it, girl. You got 8 years. 8 years. Have fun. Have fun. Because he's going to hit you with, oh, I'm sorry. Sit down. I have to tell you something. I got my coworker at Wendy's pregnant. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You just got to let it go and enjoy the time that you had with him. That's it. Let it go. You always have to think about that when you get somebody younger. That's just the reality, to be quite honest with you. That is just the reality. Mike and Natalie, let's talk about the couple that is the poster child for depression. Natalie is crumbling because Mike did the same thing to her that she did to him, which is so weird to me, right? That Natalie can't see that. It's so weird to me that Natalie cannot see that he is getting you back, girl. She is saying, oh, he doesn't want to marry me. Oh, he won't give me the ring. Oh, he went to the therapist and he told the therapist that he doesn't love me anymore. You did all of that. All of that on camera. All of that you did to that man. How did you forget that? Not only did you do that to him on camera, you then came to where he lives, called him poor, ugly, low class, a devil worshiper. Like, you have torn this man down so much, and you still are expecting a ring from him and to marry him. Delusional. You have not even tried to be nice to him. Like, I don't know why Natalie didn't think, you know what, fat shaming him, calling him hideous, telling him how much I hate this shack. Maybe that isn't the best way to get a husband. Let me try to be nice to him. Are they having sex? You know what? Probably. I mean, guys, adults, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away to coochie, and know when to run. Y'all have to stop having sex and y'all don't like each other. That is confusing the situation, because I'm just like, how you fat shaming him and then you, let's be real, opening them legs to him? If you don't like him, how you still laying down with him? If he's so fat and demonic, how you still sleeping with this man? Sex confuses situations. We're watching it right here. Can I just say, when they had that little dramatic scene by the lake, I wasn't listening to nothing that was said. I was too busy looking at the scenery. I was like, oh, this lake is gorgeous. Look at those big black rocks that Mike is sitting on. I was thinking about a photo shoot, everything. It just looked really, really beautiful. I was like, oh, what's happening? Are they breaking up? What's going on? I could not focus. The scenery was very beautiful and scary in like a Twin Peaks kind of way. You know how that show, it was like beautifully set, but it was airy. Really nice background. I think what happened with them in this scene, wait a minute. Did I take notes? Because I'm going to be real with you. I was not watching Mike and Natalie. Oh, wait. I will say this, right? Before I get into that part. I'm Team Mike, period. Y'all should know that by now. Team Mike. I will say, when Natalie started talking about him staying over his best friend's house, I was just like, oh my gosh, because I have a mixture of besties. Half of my friends my best friends are girls. The other half are guys. And these have been my friends since I was like 13 years old. They're not going anywhere, right? So I was just like, I stay over my guy friend's house. That's not a big deal. Especially if you meet somebody who already has these relationships, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Then Natalie was breaking the story down, and I was like, oh, okay, girl. I probably wouldn't have let that go either, because on the reunion, Natalie said that he said that he was going to stay over his friend's place, and she got upset when she found out that his friend was a woman and that her husband wasn't there. She felt like it was disrespectful. I got it, right? I was thinking that she was making a big deal out of it and dragging it on all the way into this season until we got a little bit more details. And before we get into the details, let's talk about the super chat that I got from Sway Bay and Anime. Sway Bay and Anime said that I think they have hate sex. Oh God. They said it was good. Poison. Thank you, Sway Bay and Anime. Ain't that weird? That Miss Holy Roller Natalie is having the center sex, the premarital sex. That's the confusing situation, because it's just like, you're this holy roller and you're telling this man that he has to be this super Christian dude for you to marry him, but you're already banging him. That's confusing to him, right? That's real confusing, because he's just like, you're having sex with me, you're living with me, and you want to be married to me. Why do I need to convert? I already got you. I've been getting you before you brought up this whole religion thing. Confusion, Natalie, and God is not the author of confusion. You're the confusing partner in this. It is you. It is not Mike. But I did agree with her when she was breaking down this story to her therapist or the counselor, whoever she is, about the friend, because Natalie said, get close. Because I know some of y'all ain't watched the episode. So Natalie said that when she called him, Mike was half naked, like he ain't have no shirt on. Pause. Let me tell you something. My man is not gonna call me, and I'm in a bra and panties over my guy friend house. That's disrespectful, right? If I sleep over, okay. I'm letting him know every step of the way, because I love and I respect my dude, right? But I'm not, answering his call on FaceTime, in my Vicky secret. Hey, babe. And then he in the background saying, oh, I'm going to go take a shower. What? Now, Mike, Natalie is annoying. Natalie is a lot. But you got to get his girl some respect, because I would have felt a certain way too. She was just like, I called him and he was half naked. And then his friend said, oh, I'm going to go take a shower. Even if nothing happened, that's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. Where's your shirt? Why she need to take a shower? Why is she telling you? Is she funky? Is she stinking up the house? So she's telling you, oh, that bad smell is me. I'm going to go bathe. Is that what's happening? Or is she telling you that she's taking a shower so that you can join her? My mind is going everywhere. That was disrespectful. I got to agree with Natalie. That was disrespectful, and Mike should have apologized. The fact that he doesn't even want to talk about that situation, it's giving me pause. Because all he had to do is say to her, you know what? I got a little intoxicated and it was not safe for me to drive there She was telling me that she was getting in the shower because I was actually about to leave, and I was going to say goodbye to her, but she was going to take a shower. You know what? I can't even help you out of that situation, Mike. I can't even help you out of that situation because why did she say that to you? Why did she scream back, I'm hopping in the shower? I don't know, dude. You on your own with this one. You're on your own with this one. I gave you the first part. You could say that I just wasn't no mental space, or I was too intoxicated to drive and I just crashed at her place. That could have been, that's the first part. I'll give you that. That could work. The shower thing, you dead in the water. Because no man can say that to me. No, I can't hear that conversation. There's nothing that you could say to me that will ease my anger. Because at this point, I'm showing up to that wedding. I'm fighting you and I'm fighting her. She won't get down the aisle fast enough. She won't get down the aisle fast enough. I'll be looking at her like, oh my goodness, congrats. You look so ciao. Baby, I will have that veil wrapped around my arm. Girl. Anyway, we got a super chat from our girl, Toya. Thank you so much, Toya. Toya said, NikkiStar, we love you. You are brilliant. Thank you so much for entertaining us and being amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat, Toy. And thank you for the super chat, Sway Bay and Anime. Because how do you do that? Let everybody, now seriously, ladies, let's be real. All the women here, you're on the phone with your man, FaceTiming. He's exposed. Top is just off. Then the friend, the best friend in the background says, oh, I'm going to go take a shower. You can't talk your way out of that. There just has to, we got to fight, and then we just got to move on. I'm fighting her at that wedding. And then if I don't get arrested, I'm fighting her at the reception. Ciao. Ciao. Is there anybody who thinks that these two should not be married? Me, excuse me, because last night she was sleeping with my man. I don't know if it was correct, but when I called him on FaceTime, he was exposed. And the first thing she said was, I got to get in the shower. Why she got to get in the shower? To wash off the sin that she committed with this man that was not her husband. Now, that's the only way I can agree with Natalie on that. That is the only way I can agree with her. Now, I get that. Everything else, I'm Team Mike. But that situation with the friend, girl, how can you come back from that? You know what? Just let it go. And I hope that it really ends here, because Mike said this to Natalie, and I was really proud. I will say this. When I tuned back in, I was really proud because he said to her, he was just like, I'm not going to marry you. We don't work. We don't, what did he say? He said, we don't work. We don't fit together. And I think that you don't like me. We don't like each other. I'm not giving you a ring because I'm not ready to marry you. I wish he would have said, I'm never going to marry you. But this was a definitive answer that I feel like he gave Natalie concerning the ring. And Natalie, all the time Mike is talking, Natalie, girl, you better pack your bags. I feel like he was putting you out. Like, why didn't you pack your bag? You just sat there and drank your juice like you had the upper hand on him. Then and then she says, well, I'm much more beautiful than you. How is that going to make him give you the ring? How you double down on like all the abusive things you were doing to this man and think that you're going to get a proposal again out of him? And I feel like, guys, because there's a little issue with the English, with Natalie trying to like speak to her heart to him and what she's saying. So some stuff comes out a little off, right? But you know what she's saying. Like when she said to him, look at me, I'm more beautiful than you. She didn't have to say what she meant because we all and Mike heard her loud and clear. What Natalie said was, I'm a beautiful person. I'm a hot person. You're not. You're not attractive and you have somebody like me. That's why you need to give me the ring. Basically, you will never do better. I'm the hottest and the best thing that has ever happened to you. So that's why you need to give me the ring and marry me, because I'm doing you a favor by being with you. And then Mike was like, you think you're so much better than everybody, and you're not. You're a beautiful woman, but your presence is ugly. Did he say spirit? I think he said inside. You're a beautiful woman, but your insides are ugly. Mike, are we getting out of this? Are you finally going to date your barber? Because that's the one was she the friend? No, because she's single. She's single. She wasn't the friend. Wouldn't that be a plot twist if the barber was the friend? Ciao. I was very proud of Mike this episode. And I understood Natalie a bit better concerning her being upset about that situation that happened with him and his best friend at the wedding. I will say this though, Natalie, you're still here. Even after you felt those things and expressed that to Mike, you still remained with him, because when she brought it up to him, he seemed really shocked and he was like, what? So it's like, girl, did you really have an issue with it? Or are you just trying to find things to poke this man about? Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't. Oh God, are they married? Snapped. Moving on. No, before I move on, I do want to say Natalie and Mike ended on a bunch of confusion. I'll be very honest with you about that, because Natalie then starts going into all of the things that Mike has done to her to hurt her. I'm not saying those things never happened. I'm just saying that we didn't see it. And obviously Mike didn't see it because he was just shocked and confused by the things that she was saying. I was just like, Natalie, did this really happen? I can't take that from her. Mike could probably be a totally different person off of camera, and he has probably done things to her that she has never brought to the show, because it does seem like she's protecting him in some way, but then she beats him up on TV. I don't know. Confused. I don't know. I don't know if he's being a terrible guy to her or if she's a terrible person. I don't know. But I will say this Natalie is a much different Natalie than what we saw last season. I don't know. There's something missing. Something we're not seeing. Natalie, you know what? If they, put the reunion on TV, because if they put it on that app, I will never know what happened. I'm not getting it. Sorry, Discovery. I'm not doing it. No. So if the reunion is on the app, I will never know. You guys can report back to me. But Natalie, when you do the reunion, bring some receipts, because you're putting out a lot of accusations about Mike, and not saying that we don't believe you, but there's no proof. You're just saying these things, and you're saying them so late. So I'm like, are you making this stuff up, or did you hold this stuff in from when it actually happened? I don't know. Far too many questions. Bring some receipts at the reunion. Bring some receipts at the reunion to clear your name, because you're looking pretty terrible. You're looking pretty terrible on this show. So bring some receipts. Other than that, you are confusing as hell, mama. Tariq and Hazel. So remember when I thought that Tariq was the one who was bringing up this girlfriend thing? I take that back. I apologize to Tariq. It's Hazel. It's Hazel. Because when Tariq and Hazel was talking to Tariq's friend, what is her name? Angel. I think her name is Angel. When they were talking to Tariq's friend Angel, I guess the Pinot Grigio hitting Hazel a little too much. It hit a little too much, and she got a little too tipsy. She starts telling Angel about how she wants a girlfriend, and she was so excited about it. And Tariq was like, and I was just like, if this was your idea, would he be a little bit more giddy about it? Or maybe he didn't want to tell Angel about it. I don't know, but it does seem like this was Hazel's idea. So I gotta believe Tariq, because he said that. He was just like, she wants this. Hazel. She was like, oh, I want more playtime. I want a girlfriend. Hazel. Ciao. Hazel is a mess in America, girl. a mess in America. So yeah, it's Hazel is the one that wants the girlfriend. Do you? Don't bring her to that place. You got a lot going on in that house, and you're also trying to bring your son here. I don't know what you're going to do with that other girlfriend, but don't bring her in the home. You got a lot going on. But yes, I now agree that it was Tariq who wants, it is Hazel who wants the girlfriend, not Tariq. I think he's going to enjoy it, but I think this girlfriend is more for Hazel. So I don't think he will even be able to enjoy the girlfriend. Is this going to be a Bronwyn from the Real Housewives of Orange County situation? Because, you know, she's married. She had a whole husband, but she also has a whole girlfriend. And she doesn't divorce. She's not with the husband sexually, right? So they don't have sex, but they're still married. But she is intimate and like has a full-on relationship with the girlfriend. Is this going to be that situation? Because Hazel seemed really excited about getting a girlfriend. She's never been this excited about Tariq. I'll be watching. Oh my gosh, you think they'll get an OnlyFans? Why not? All these other 90 Day Fiancé couples do it. I think they're going to. No, Tariq wouldn't do that because of the baby. But Hazel, you know what? Who knows? Who knows? But I can see it. I can see it. Anyway, if Colton has an OnlyFans, why wouldn't Hazel? Anyway, if Tariq listens to any of Angel's sound advice, I feel like he would have been in a much better position in his life because Tariq's friend Angel has always giving him and his brother great advice, and they never listen. She was giving Hazel some great advice, but it was in one ear and out of the other. You know what? Nobody listens to Black women. We are always trying to help people out, and they just never listen. Poor Angel. She has been counseling him and his brother for so long, and they just never listen to her. And then she has to listen to them when it all falls down. Because this just, I don't know. This is going to end well for Tariq and Hazel in this situation. Either Tariq is going to get pushed out or Hazel is going to get pushed out. Somebody's going to get pushed out because if you watch enough of these films, have I watched a lot of three? Girl, what am I talking about? But you know what I'm saying, right? What am I saying? You know those situations where, because I can't name any of the movies, but you know them Lifetime movies, or what was that threesome movie? It came out back in the day with a girl. It was a young actress who used to date Jack Nicholson. She did this threesome movie. And then there's like been a bunch of threesome movies after that where it's like, it's always been about a couple wanting to open up their relationship. And what happens is they open it up to somebody, and somebody in that couple, like the person that comes in, either clings to the wife or to the husband, to whatever partner in their relationship, and then they become a couple and ice out the partner that was already there. It seems to happen like that a lot. It seems to happen like that a lot. You know what? I was not talking about a movie. There was a movie out there, I think, with Jack Nicholson's ex-girlfriend and Eric Stoltz. I think I saw that movie because of Eric Stoltz, because y'all know I used to love him back in the day. Did I see that movie because of him? I think I did, but that wasn't what I was talking about. I now realize I was talking about an episode on Snapped. Snap Killer Couples. Girl, I was just like, why can't I recognize that actress? Because, you know, it's an actress from Snap Killer Couples. But there was a Snap Killer Couples where this couple had invited another person into the relationship. The wife and the girl fell in love, and then they killed the husband. Tariq, stay woke. Stay woke. Anyway, Stephanie and Ryan, I'm not touching it. This first opening scene with Stephanie and Ryan, I'm not touching it. I need more receipts. I need more information to even speak on this, because what Stephanie was, you know, I don't know. The way she was telling that story, I was just like, is this assault? It seems like assault. I don't see what I'm saying. I don't want to get into it. I don't know what happened with her and Ryan with the condoms. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Hope they figure and fix that situation, because the show, I think they needed to give us more information before they put that out, because all we get is Ryan walking away and her screaming, why didn't you put the condom on, Ryan? Come back here. So I I'm just saying, I need more information. I need more information before I can speak on that. So I'm not touching that. I need far too many receipts, more receipts. I need clarity of the situation before I speak on it. So I'm not saying nothing from here on out. Nope, not about that. I will say this. Stephanie is a very paranoid partner for someone who has been doing the cheating. I'm like, you don't want to sleep with his cousin. So why are you so paranoid that Ryan probably is cheating on you? Because that's where, for me, from what I watched, I may need more, but from what I watched, it seemed like the condom thing was secondary to the fact where I feel like it was secondary to the first issue. And her first main issue is the fact that she doesn't trust him because she feels like he's been cheating on her for the 10 months that they have not seen each other. That's what she always went back to. And that's what enraged her more. I felt like when she talked about the condom situation with Ryan, from what I was able to see, Stephanie, I felt like that came up as a way to show people how terrible of a guy he is, but it wasn't her initial issue or anger. I think she always, for me, she just kept on going back to she thinks that he cheated on her. That's what she would get really pissed about. And then, like, she would bring up the condom thing to other people or to us, the camera. I kind of felt like she was playing to us. Stephanie, I like you on Instagram. On this show, you hit me in my ancestors. There's something about you. You hit me in my ancestors. I'm starting to see some things that I don't like, because then she goes into this frantic thing where she's running around the hotel room and she's just like, oh, I hope he didn't steal my mother's ring. I hope he didn't steal my mother's ring. He can steal anything else, but I hope he didn't steal my mother's ring. Is Ryan a thief? Has he ever stolen from you before? If not, why are you saying that? And why are you being so frantic about it? Because if he's never stolen from you before, why now do you all of a sudden think that he would steal from you? She's running around the hotel room. I got to find the ring. I got to just hope he didn't steal it. I hope he didn't steal it. And she just kept on saying, I hope he didn't steal it. Hope it, to make sure to get to the camera. I hope he didn't steal it because he could steal everything else. But I hope he didn't steal that. I don't care about the other stuff that he could steal or would steal. But just to make sure he doesn't steal my mother's ring. It's hitting me right here, girl. It's hitting me right there. And then she finally finds the ring. And she's just like, oh, thank God he didn't steal this. Has he done that before? If not, why are you saying that? I feel like I know why, and I don't like it. I just did not like how she was acting. I did not. You're enjoyable on Instagram. On this show, not so much. Then she calls her friend who's the psychic, who I think, no shade, Ryan. I think she's using Stephanie just as much as Ryan is. Ryan and this psychic is getting buku loads of money and, gifts and all kinds of things out of Stephanie for their time and what they give her. This friend, this psychic, tells Stephanie whatever she wants to hear for a coin. Ryan sleeps with Stephanie for watches. Everybody is getting something out of the deal. So when the psychic friend was telling her that he was a bad guy for her, but Harris was a good guy. Really? You a psychic and you can't see that Ryan and Harris is running game on Stephanie? That whole damn island is running game on Stephanie. You can't see that? You can't see that? Oh, but I think he still wants something from you. But I'm getting that, Harris is a good guy. You don't need to be connected to the earth or the spirits to know that Harris is also running game on her as well. Just like you are, ma'am. And she listens to everything that this woman says. I'm just like, you get scammed a lot by people in your life. I just feel like Stephanie is an easy mark because she's not all there. And so people are able to get things out of her. But Stephanie, you also do some stuff where I was just, it's very questionable. Very, very questionable. So anyway, it ends with Stephanie calling Harris for what? And then we see her next week with Harris. Why? Why do you have to go see Harris? When you're paranoid about Ryan cheating. You are the one doing all the stuff that you're afraid that Ryan is doing when you're not there. Again, I'm not getting into that condom stuff because they both have two different stories. The show hasn't presented a third, viewpoint, which is their version and the truth. So I am not going to speak on that. I will say I would be pissed too. I mean, as a woman, I would be absolutely pissed. With Stephanie, I just don't know. There's something about her that is very off-putting, and very, I know my power in the situation. So I know what I could do. That's what that's giving me. Like I think it was the last episode where she was talking about how she was mad at Ryan because she thought that he was cheating on her. So she put him out of her hotel and then called security. If you kicked him out, why did you need to call security? You know exactly what you're doing, Stephanie. You know exactly this whole thing. This I won't say it's a performance, but the way she was acting in this hotel room and the things that she was saying and the way that she positioned herself in front of the camera to say these things. You're giving me pause, sis. You're giving me pause. I didn't like it. Yeah. And I enjoy her. Did I unfollow her on Instagram? Because I really enjoy her on Instagram. I gotta be honest. I do not like you on this show. I do not like you on this show. I can't believe it. I so enjoyed her in the beginning, but now something up. Anyway, if you are just here for the review, beloved, it ends right now. Let's get into Stephanie, because I know that's who we're going to talk about the most. But yeah, she was doing some stuff this episode that I was just like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm reading Graciella's response. Comment. Graciella said, Marianne, true, before my husband and I got married, he said, I love you and I respect you. Only bad thing we do is have sex. I was like, not bad, he said. For God it is. I was like, wow, okay, at least he thought it. Oh, what are y'all talking about? We're talking about Mike. Marvina said, Natalie said he was on the couch. I don't think he would answer the phone if he was doing dirt, but who knows? People have sex on the couch. Child, they could have been banging all over that home. I'm going to go take a shower. Why would you do that? Why would you say that he on the phone with his woman? Girl, every time I see her. Oh, yes, Sly Cat. This is talking about Mike's friend. Sly Cat said it came up that they lived together before. I'm guessing that it was roommates. If so, men walk around all the time without a shirt, especially if he just woke up. Sly Cat, I get that. I'm going to take a shower. Why does he have to know? Why does he have to know you're going to take a shower? Is he joining you? Do I need to show up with my sisters and my cousins and some plywood? Girl. And I'm not the type of person who is just like, oh, my man can't have friends who are women. Get the hell out of here. If you got to watch your man like that, don't be with him, right? I'm not that kind of person. But I'm not calling you and I'm hearing her in the back and your best friend is saying in the background, I'm going to go take a shower. That's not what I'm hearing, because I will get that water turned off. I will turn that water off myself. I will be in the back of her house with the wrench. Yo, you ain't never gonna take a shower, ho. You ain't never gonna take another shower, girl. That rubbed me the wrong way. And listen, y'all know I'm Team Mike, but when Natalie said that, I was just like, well, points were made. Points were made. You'll never bathe again. Not a day in your life. Not at this place, girl. I have all my tools. Natalie, Marvina, I think Mike will be her fourth husband. I think she's pregnant. Oh, yes, Shonda. Natalie did. Natalie called him ugly, low class, told him he was going to hell, said that she hated his house, his little shack. Made him get rid of Uncle Cousin Bojangles, hates his body. I don't know how this couple is still working. I can't believe, guys, I don't believe they're still together. I don't believe it. No way. And you want to have a baby with him. You want to have an ugly, low-class baby? Not saying that she will, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're calling this man all these things, he's ugly, he's low class, you hate the fact that he's not a Christian, you do not like his body, you keep on calling him fat, you fat shame the man. Why do you want to procreate with him? Why do you want to marry him if he's all of these things? Listen, Black Lavender, I'm with you. He needs to get with that rock star barber. Sly Cat said, I'm closer to my guy friends, especially my frat brothers, than I am with my female friends because they are this dramatic and messy. Several have spent the night at my place with nothing happening. Yeah, same with me. Like, my dude will have to understand that I have, guy friends, like best friends. We've been having sleepovers since we were like 14 years old. Like, they're like my brothers, right? So he would have to definitely understand that. But there's just some respect. The shower line took me out. The shower, because you got to think about the optics, guys. You call him, he ain't got a shirt on, and you hear some woman in the background saying, I'm going to go take a shower. Too many possibilities in the mind happening right now. We got a super chat from Sly Cat. Sly Cat said it was that woman's wedding day. She probably was letting him know that she was moving along with the schedule so that he could get in next. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sly Cat. Probably so. That's the thing. If Mike was with me, he would have to explain it to me fast enough before anything manifested in my mind. He would have to be like, she's telling me she's going to take a shower because I got to use the shower later after something. Because she's getting the wedding and everybody else here is doing her hair. Like, you have to say all of that to me before my mind gets to forming scenarios. You got to get me quick because I'm going to go take a shower. Everything is happening in my head. You got to stop me. You got to bring me back. You got to bring me back before I get to where my mind settles on some mess. And now I'm fighting everybody at that wedding. I'm showing up to the heifer's wedding with Tim's on. With Tim's, a headscarf, some Vaseline. I got my nails removed. I'm ready. You gotta get me. Get me before I get to that scenario that sets me off. That's all I'm saying. We got a super chat from Anika. Hey, Anika. Anika said, Nick, hey, boo. Glad I caught you. Love from Delaware. Thank you so much, Anika. My Delaware peeps, what's up? Kimberly said the Discovery app is so worth it. Girl, I can't do another one. I'm not renewing Hulu. I tried. Hulu has not given me enough for me to be like, I'm going to stick with this. Nope. Because the majority of the stuff that I watch on Hulu, I can just watch on DVR on my TV. Like my TV has the same, like my cable has the same channels and the DVR. So what is the point of me having Hulu to watch The Bachelor? What's the point? Oh yeah, I got Disney Plus. Let me tell you something. Disney Plus, HBO Max, and Netflix ain't going nowhere. Ain't going, especially that HBO Max. HBO Max has Mortal Kombat right up my freaking alley. HBO does some great content. I would love to do a show on HBO. The only thing is, I feel like the HBO, especially if you're a woman, if you do that show, you gotta show something. Like you either gotta show your vagina or your titties to be on HBO. I love HBO. I think they have great content, but I'm just like, if you're a woman on that network, you're gonna do some soft core porn at some point to have an HBO show, even if it's comedy. I'm just like, ugh, I can't. I just don't know if I could be bucket naked just to be on the HBO show. But they got great content. They got great content. I don't know if I'll ever be on that network because I'm just like, I can't do it, HBO. I can't. And and I feel like HBO is also starting to give us penises too. Ciao. I can't do it, but I'm never letting that app go. They have whoever is the person that like finds the content for HBO and the app. Great job. Yeah, Natalie is very confusing to Mike. Shonda said, talking about Tyreek and Hazel, they already tried to add a girlfriend before, but Hazel got jealous. This doesn't seem realistic for them. It doesn't. Because I just think it's going to be complicated. Either Hazel is going to fall for the girl or Tyreek is going to fall for the girl. Or the girl is going to just mess up the dynamic. I don't think that this couple is in a space where they are able to bring another partner into their relationship successfully. I just don't. I don't. Those things, those setups never work. Not that I know, but I'm just saying, you hear enough people talk about it. Who was it? Lil Mo. Little Mo had a little situation with her. Was that her second husband? I think her second or first husband, where they had added another woman to their relationship, and the husband fell for the woman and broke up with her. And she was the one that wanted to bring somebody else in. Graciela, I don't know what happened with Stephanie and Ryan in that condom situation, because neither one, to be honest with you, in my opinion, was making sense. I'm like, what happened? Was it on or if it wasn't? Because Ryan was just like, it wasn't asked. And Stephanie said it was. Again, I need more information. The show didn't give me enough. But see, Jancelyn McComb said, Hazel said before that she loves Tyreek and he would have to come first. I just think they need to get the rules straight. That they probably need to speak with someone that specializes in this. That specializes in poly relationships. That's very true. That is very true. But I just see somebody falling for the other person or getting jealous. And it could be Hazel. It could be Hazel. And you know what? I'm not going to say that poly relationships don't work, because I just realized I did say that. I don't know. I think there are poly relationships that work. Do I know anybody that's in a poly relationship? No, I don't. I do know of, who is that? Courtney the Act? Is that, no, that's not Courtney. Who's the drag performer that does Britney Spears? If you guys know who I'm talking about, they were on RuPaul's Vegas review show, and he is in a throuple. He is in a poly relationship, and it seems to work for all of them. It seems to work. They all three of them dudes sleep in the same bed. Sleeping in the bed with one person is a lot. Like, unless we have an abnormally large king size bed, I couldn't do another person in the bed. Like 3 people, that just seems hot and inconvenient. Mags, see, Mags Felix is trying to make sense of the Stephanie and Ryan situation. Girl, don't do it. Don't do it, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I just felt like too much was left out, because I'm listening to Ryan, I'm listening to Stephanie, and then I'm watching everything that's going on, and I'm like, nah, still don't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I will say this, Stephanie. You said that y'all was getting it on, right? And it was late at night. You got him them glow in the dark condoms. You ain't seen nothing glowing, right? If you ain't seen nothing glowing, why ain't you? Nope. Back out of there. I'm backing out of there. But I'm just like, what do you see? A neon green pole? But you ain't see the full. Y'all don't look at it as it goes. Y'all don't look at the penis as it goes in. Y'all just experience it. I would check. Just to be like, oh, I don't know. Especially if you haven't had it for a while, wouldn't you want to see it? Let me get out of there. I would look. Especially if I got you to glow in the dark condom. I don't want to see what I'm looking. Right? I don't know. Let me get out of there. I don't know, Stephanie. I don't know. Well, Marion, she wanted to use the condoms because she does not trust him, because she thinks that he's been sleeping with other women, because she hasn't seen him or been with him sexually for 10 months, although she was the one that's cheating. But that's why she wanted to use the condoms. I understand that, because it wasn't to protect her from getting pregnant. It was to protect her from STDs that he might have. Again, if you think he got an STD, why are you... Stephanie, the more we talk about this story, like, why are you trying to have sex with somebody who you don't trust, who you think has an STD, and who steals from you? Girl, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Thank you, It's Kima. It's Kima said she gave him the ring. Forgot about that. If you gave him the ring and you were saying, oh my goodness, I hope he didn't steal it. If you gave him the ring and he had it, would you have reported him for stealing that? That's who she is. Because thank you so much, Iskema. She gave him that ring. So it's not stolen it's not him stealing if he had it because you gave him the ring. But Ryan left that ring there. Thank God. Thank God he did that, because who knows what she would have done. Oh, Stephanie, you're not likable on this show. You are not likable on this show. And Kiwi Fruit says she's setting him up for something in the future, maybe. That's why she's putting it all on camera. Oh, Stephanie, not a good look, mama. Not a good look. I hope he didn't steal this. I hope he didn't steal my ring. The ring you gave him? Girl. A neon, like a glow-in-the-dark penis, and you wouldn't look? You wouldn't look? Crazy. Anika sent me a super chat. She said, "Oh, I look at it going in and out, girl. Okay." Thank you so much for the super chat. Especially if it's glowing in the dark. When you look like, wow. I don't know, Stephanie. Stephanie. I agree with you, Mags. Mags said she was not getting what she wanted from him, so she was going to make him pay for that by lying and embarrassing him. He did say that. He said, "Why are you embarrassing me? Like, what are you doing?" Stephanie, I hope you're not trying to control the relationship in that way. That's really ugly if you're doing that, Stephanie. But again, we don't know, so we're not going to make an assumption. But this, the more we talk about this girl, the math ain't mathing. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that too. Jay Bellin said, I think he is a player and will keep taking from Stephanie as long as she keeps on giving. Why not? Because Stephanie doesn't give out because she's generous. Stephanie gives because she likes to control. That's what I'm getting from her. You're right, Gina. Gina Maxey said Natalie was mad at Mike when this show started, so we had to have missed something deep. And also, we don't know how they edited this show, right? So we don't know if what we saw in the beginning was later in the season. We don't know. Our Brown say, yeah, I'm looking, I'm checking, I'm touching, and I'm feeling. Ah! Especially, I'm sorry, especially if it's glowing in the dark. That's why you got it. That's why you got it. It's not making sense, Stephanie, but again, I don't know the situation, so I'm not taking sides. But girl, the more we discuss, Laura Amato, hey sis, says Stephanie was ready to call the police on Ryan for that ring. You think if he really assaulted her, she would not have called the police? At this point, I think she really has mental issues. Well, she was the way she was acting. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Wait, I think I wrote it down. When Ryan was just like, "I'm done. Don't talk to me anymore." What did she say? "Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, really, Ryan? Really, Ryan? I'm gonna find me a nice cabana boy and give him all of the stuff I was going to give you, Ryan." She's not well. And then she started throwing herself on the bed. "Oh, really, Ryan? What is wrong with you?" And that cabana boy comment didn't sit right with me. Very predatory. Very, like, that you're able to get people because of the things that you provide them. You're very aware of that, Stephanie. You are not some naive person. You know that with the amount of money that you have and that you can change somebody's life, and you do that to manipulate them to treating you the way that you could never get treated if you met some man on like your level, which is why you will get with somebody like Ryan, which is why you will befriend somebody like that psychic who will tell you what you want to hear, who will stroke your ego. That's what it is. That's what it is. She pays yes people to be in her life because she does not want or cannot have people in her life who are on her same level because there's something not right with her. And we were seeing it. We were seeing it this episode. Sly Cat says some of the women on the show live far from reality. I will give you that. And it's mind blowing when they regurgitate their interpretations of what happens. Natalie by the lake. What was she talking about? I was like, Natalie, I didn't see any of this. Whoa, are you sure it was Mike that did that? Hey, Jutley. Jutley said, oh, wait a minute. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't going to say that comment. What are you and Wendy talking about, Jutley? I love how I be catching y'all conversations to each other. Man, that takes me out because I be jumping in the conversation like, what, girl? Hey, Anika. Anika sent your girl another super chat. Anika said, Nikki, Stephanie did an interview with the celeb talk guy on YouTube. It's clear that he assaulted her and they broke up. Oh, child. I got to watch that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, God. So she's going to start dating Harris for the rest of the show? I need to watch that interview before I say any more because I'm being real with you guys. What I've seen from the show, I'm questioning all of it. I really, really am because it's Stephanie's behavior during and after. It just seems really all over the place. And Stephanie gives me a thin line between love and hate. Remember Lynn Whitfield's character? Whenever Martin Lawrence wouldn't do what she wanted him to do, like she would control him with money and prestige and privilege that she would have because of how well off she was. And whenever he wouldn't do what she wanted him to do, she would like try to pull resources from him. And when that didn't work, she's like, everybody who watched this movie remembers this scene where she put grapefruits in a stocking. She put like 2 grapefruits in a stocking and started beating herself. And then she called the police and said that he beat her. Not saying that that's who you are, Stephanie, but I'm saying there's a resemblance. There's a resemblance. From what I've seen on the show, girl, from what I've seen on the show, there could be another side that none of us saw, and I wouldn't put it past reality TV to change the narrative. I'm just talking about what I've seen on this show. Yeah, Black Lavender, especially when she started crying. We're talking about Natalie. Black Lavender said Natalie was going left field. When she started crying, I'm like, what happened? I don't know what happened to make her do all of this. I think it was just, I'm gonna be real, Natalie. I think she was probably doing the crying, trying to get sympathy from Mike because she has probably lost her control over him. And I think that's what she was doing, but it just didn't work because she was doing all that crying, and Mike was like, I don't know what's wrong with her. Mike is out of it. He no longer cares. He no longer cares. CB said Stephanie is manipulative and provoking and then jumps in her victim bag when she is called on it or things don't go her way. She's a dangerous one. I happen to agree, especially with that last line. She gives me dangerous. I'm sorry, but it was I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. But I will say, I am sorry to those who disagree with me because I wish we could be on the same page with that. But when she said that she threw Ryan out and then called the security on him, why? If you threw him out and he left, why did you call security on him? Did you call security? Like, did you stop short of telling us that you called the security and you said that he was intimidating you and scaring you? Did you leave that part out? And then she called his mom and was just like, give me back everything I ever gave to you. Ooh. What was her name that did that on Married to Medicine? Stephanie, you giving me, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, child. Wendy Sims 31 said, every time I hear the name Ryan, I just envision Ryan from Black Ink Crew in my mind. And Don, she said, both of those mofos are toxic, but fine. So toxic, so fine. Are y'all, listen, let me just let y'all know. Ryan from Black Ink Crew does hair tutorials. Child, he does hair tutorials. natural hair tutorials on Instagram. A lot of them are him in the shower washing his curls. You're welcome. You're welcome. Can I tell you, I was on his Instagram and I had went so far down. I looked at one picture and it was like 52, and it said like posted 52 weeks ago, and I was like, nah, I'm down bad. I'm down bad. I got to get out of here. I scrolled so far down. I was like, no, Nikki. I looked at all his videos, his little Instagram video, and then I was in the pictures, and I was like, 52 weeks ago. Nah, I'm never gonna be this girl. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Oh God. Gracie Allen said, I love you, Nikki, for not scolding us for having side combos. We know you are not assuming stuff. People put this out in public view. We can review it if we find out otherwise. We go back and correct it. No harm. Oh, yeah, I don't care. I love that you guys are like buddies. Isn't that awesome? I love that. I love that you guys chit chat and, y'all know each other outside of here. I love that. No problem. I have no problem. Laura said Harris is a clever one. In his position, he can only benefit without her nagging him, as he's not the official boyfriend. Harris probably is splitting the profits with Ryan. Oh, absolutely. Coos Gurley said all these things can exist at the same time. Stephanie can be problematic, and Ryan could still have assaulted her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I think a lot of times, especially with men, we gotta work on y'all. Even if a woman has like said yes before, or you've done something before, you always gotta ask permission. Like you can't just, you can't just go off and be like, "Oh, you liked it before. I was in a different headspace then. Maybe I had a rough day at work. You know what I mean? Maybe I wanted to do that because I was working through some other things. Maybe today I feel a little different. Always gotta ask. Always gotta ask." Marianne, I don't know if Mike and Natalie are expecting a baby. Natalie looks really pregnant in their intro video that they do when we talk about the couple, that where they're like holding hands and her boobs are like up to here. They're so huge, and I'm like, Natalie ain't never had titties like that. So either she got a boob job or they are full of milk. Oh no, Marianne, what's psychology in Seattle? I don't know what that is. Thank you, Anika. Jazzy Girl said, "Do you think Rebecca cut Ziad's hair because he could never go without her?" I don't know why she won't leave that man alone. That it's giving me insecure. Like, do you think that if you leave him by himself, he'll, find somebody his age to, be with? Girl, if you got to do all that, don't be with the man. Hey, Megan. Megan said, "Oh my God, I haven't caught a live in months. You were like a breath of fresh air. I'm so behind on this show now. No cable since October." Oh, Megan, thank you so much for being here. Now, is the no cable since October by choice? If it is, let me know how you did it. I would love to unplug. I need to unplug. I really want to go to it'll never happen for a very long time. But before this, I was looking at a writer's retreat for like 6 weeks because I have one film and 2 pilots that I'm trying to finish, but writing is, I love it, but I love it and it's not hard, right? It's just, you really cannot write until your brain tells you to. Like, I cannot write. I can't force myself. I can't be like, "Oh, today I'm going to do all the writing." I'll have writing time set aside, but if I don't have anything, it can't happen. And then when it does happen, it's like I'm never in the place to write. Ciao. But if you were able to unplug, let a girl know how you did it. Oh, Marianne, I have to check that out. Oh, it's a therapist. Oh, good. See, guys, I'm telling you, y'all know about the only 4 channels that I watch on YouTube, and everything else is instructional videos. And sometimes I'll put on a home video. There's, what is her name? There is a home channel that I love on here where this lady just she gives me when I get older. She's always redecorating her home for like a season, a holiday, for how she feels. I'm going to be that festive mama. I'm doing all of that stuff. So I just like I put it on and I just go do other things, but I enjoy her content. What is her name? Is it At Home with Nicole? What is her name? Subscriptions. The YouTube app, child. I can't find it. Damn it. The YouTube app is so difficult to like find your channels and stuff. But when I find it, I'll let y'all know. Oh, thank you. Jazzy Go said, Nikki, I literally had to catch up this season because your reviews have been hilarious. Thank you. Shantina said, the interview will not change your mind. The side eye is eternal. Oh, child. Be my guest. How did you know that, Shania? How did you know that? That is the channel. Be my guest with Denise. How did you know that? How did you know that? Yes. How did you know that? This is my girl. Be my guest with Denise. I love her content. Master bathroom shopping haul and update. Like, let me tell you something. Denise will be like, the leaves are changing, so I decided to change my entire living room. I went to Home Goods and I bought these sequence changing pillows for every time the weather changes. Like, I love it. I've been watching her like change her home up for like 2 years now. I never get tired of her content. How did you know that, Shania? How did you know that? Oh, because you love that channel. She's so good. She's so good. You're right, Laura. Laura said, don't you guys think that the people on this show never have fun? Do you ever see them laughing and enjoying themselves? Never. Never. Especially Mike and Natalie. You go from Mike and Natalie to Yara and Jovi. You're always watching these shows like, what is the point? Why do it? Guess it's called Be My Guest with Denise. Megan Ford says she just subscribed. Sophia, I actually am looking up, child. I actually am looking up podcast materials. I found one thing that I'm going to try to do because what I don't want to do is like give you guys something and it does not work because it seems like with how busy I'm getting, I might just have to go podcast a couple of shows or like a couple of shows a week or something, just because I told you guys the industry is opening up more, so things are, I'm getting a lot more auditions than I was before. Thank the Lord. But I just might not be available as much as I used to be. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to stay consistent and keep content up on here. So I don't know, may have to do a podcast every now and again. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you'll love Be My Guest with Denise. Oh, Leanne, I'm subscribed to her too. Be My Guest with Denise and At Home with Nikki are the only 2 home channels. Oh, I just subscribed to another girl. I forgot her name, but I just subscribed to her yesterday. But Be My Guest with Denise and At Home with Nikki. Be My Guest with Denise and At Home with Nikki. That is me. When I get older than I am now, That will be me. I don't know what my channel will be, later on in life, but best believe I'll be doing stuff like Be My Guest with Denise and At Home with Nikki. They always have their husbands doing some kind of project. I love it. I love it. My husband is putting up a new chandelier. I wanted to get a new chandelier because my mood has changed just a bit. So this champagne rose gold chandelier fits my personality for where I'm at this month. Next month, you guys know I'll change it. That's At Home with Nikki. At Home with Nikki will redo her kitchen, and then she'll go and she'll look in the kitchen and she'll be like, I think I want to change everything today. I'm like, girl, you just did it. Money, money. Those two are very blessed because not only do they have a lot of money, they are blessed with husbands who are carpenters who can like fix and do all this stuff for them. Ciao. I just watch it. I just watch their channels and I'm like, wow. Yeah, she does great screenshots too. Like their content puts me in a good mood. Oh, Gracie, I'll make sure the content here is diverse. I'll probably do some podcasts, and you'll see my face because I'm the same way. Like there are people who I watch, and now they're starting to do just screens now as like a podcast and just their voice. I'm like, oh no, I like to watch you because I feel like we're like hanging out. So I don't know. I want to do what I can. Yes, Sophia, Little Woman Atlanta is an edited one. So those just take longer because of I can only do it when I have time to edit. The lives are easier for me because they're in the evening and it's always right after the show that I watch. In the daytime, it's just really hard for me because, like I said, I've been getting a lot more auditions than before. Anika gave your girl a super chat. Anika said, Nikki, real talk. Thank you so much for your awesome attitude. I am empathetic. I am empathetic. Did you mean empathetic or empathic? Anyway, and the pandemic and Trump have drained my spirit. I'm right there with you. You refilled me with light, love you for real. Thank you so much, Anika. That was so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Megan. Yeah, Jazzy. Because Jazzy, this is the thing with me with the podcast. So when I say podcast, I'm not saying podcast on YouTube. Like I'm just going to do like a regular podcast. Because for me, when I come to YouTube, I like to watch people. Sounds a little creepy, but like especially when somebody is talking about a product or like any kind of review or just a cooking thing. Like I want to see you because for me, it feels like I'm transported to a place with you and we are just, we are at Coffee Bean, with our little what is my favorite drink at Coffee Bean? Cookie butter latte. With our cookie butter latte, and we are just cackling and laughing about something, or you're introducing me to a new hair product. That's what I like on YouTube. Like when I just watch it and it's just a screen and your audio, I'm like, okay, I'll still support, but I kind of want to see you. So I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it work, you guys. Because what I have realized is that I have cultivated an audience here, a family, a star family here. And when things change for me, I want to also be able to come here as well. So I'm working on some things now where hopefully I can keep this going, even if, not even when my career takes me in different places. Oh, thank you, Coos Girly. Thank you so much for the PayPal. Thank you, my love. And thank you for saying that because I don't check it unless you guys tell me. Thank you, Coos Girly. Oh, wait. And thank you, Anika. Anika and Coos Girly. Thank you, my loves. Thank you all for supporting me. Oh, yeah, Wendy Sims. I'm the same way. I actually used to refurbish furniture back in the day. I can't believe I had the willpower to do that. I used to go to flea markets and buy, or true story, I would either go to flea markets or I would dumpster dive. Let me tell you something. You go dumpster diving If you ever come to Cali, the places to dumpster dive is Beverly Hills, Sherman Oaks, Santa Monica. But Santa Monica be very specific. But like Sherman Oaks, Woodland Hills, Canoga Park, and Beverly Hills. Now, I'm not saying dumpster dive where I'm diving into a dumpster. No. What you do is drive around these wealthy neighborhoods on trash day. These people be putting some stuff out in the trash. I listen, when my first apartment here, I basically almost furnished my entire apartment with stuff that I dumpster dived. Mickey. Like this, where was it? Was it Sherman Oaks? This man put out this huge antique gold mirror. I don't have it today. I sold it. It was too much to like every time I moved, that thing was such a task to move. People were like, this is ridiculous. This huge mirror. And I was like driving by and I saw him put that out and I waited. I waited to see if anybody was going to get that or like if you made a mistake or something like that. That thing stayed out for like 15 minutes and I was like, oh, he's not coming back. I'm getting it. I got some nice, some nice chairs that I refurbished with like some zebra print and I bedazzled the sides. Baby, why did I stop doing that? I got grown. I think that's what happened. Life started hitting me. You know what I mean? When you're in your 20s, you got time to do everything. But I started having bigger and bigger responsibilities. But I need to get back to that because I used to find some nice stuff. Nice stuff. I guess when you have all that money, you just like throw stuff away. And I'm like, you're throwing away this whole dining set? Don't mind if I do. Miss Gigi88 said, Nikki, would you ever get on a reality TV show to further your career? You know what I mean? No shade at all. Oh, absolutely. No, I mean, absolutely. I know what you mean. The only way I would do a reality show is if there are two EPs that I will work with in the reality TV industry. And it would have to be with my family. That I wouldn't do it any other way. If it's not with these two EPs and if it's not with my family, I wouldn't do it. But yeah, I would do it to further my career. Absolutely. To further my career, to put my family on. Absolutely. Why not? It's an hour-long commercial. Why wouldn't I do it? But it would have to be under those circumstances. Trash day in LA, certain places is Tuesday and other places is Wednesday. Greta Pilgrim said curbside shopping used to be the best until the bed bug outbreak. Oh. Well, you can't do it now. COVID. Who's picking up somebody's furniture after COVID? Not me. Not me, but maybe back in the day. My house. Pier 1 who? Pier 1 who? West Elm who? Baby, I had some nice stuff. Coos Girly, they sure do. They sure do. After I found that mirror, I was just like, oh, I'm always doing this. I will always, especially Encino, I will always ride up in the hills and just wait and see what they put out. When you have that much money, it's just like, you just don't care. You just don't care. And you know what? I was about to hold this back like I ain't want nobody else to do it, but let me stop. What is it? What is that freaking Habitat? I think it's Habitat for Humanity. If you live where Habitat for Humanity, where they have like their warehouses, go to one in like a nice area because they always get like great stuff donated to them that they resell to make money for their organization, their charity. And my God, today I went with a friend who was redoing her home. And she was like, oh, I'm doing this all on the cheap. And we went to Habitat for Humanity. It wasn't one of them like snooty, wealthy neighborhoods. And she was able to get this huge slab of like crystallized marble. It was like, it looked expensive, right? It looked expensive. It was so heavy. She had to get all of these people to come and help her move it. But she was able to get this slab for like $200. And that slab, guys, I'm telling you, that slab had to be a couple grand. Had to be a couple grand. And she got that and was able to put that in her home. And I was looking at, and unfortunately for me at that time, I didn't need anything, right? I had already, dumpster dive and got my home together. I didn't need anything, but I was walking around that warehouse, the stuff that they had, because it was just people in the neighborhood. And one of the ladies who was like helping my friend look for stuff, she was saying that a lot of people in these wealthy neighborhoods, they redecorate their homes all the time. So they're always cutting something out or demolishing something and giving them, everything, or giving them the furniture because they're getting new stuff in. So a lot of the stuff was like new. I was in there like, I can't believe I don't need anything. I don't need a couch. I don't need chairs. Like snooty neighborhoods. That's where you need to go. All those neighborhoods have the best Ross, the best Marshalls, the best TJ. Wait, I'm lying. They don't have a Ross. The best Marshalls, the best TJ Maxx. All the best stores is there, and they have the best like donation stores, like the best Goodwills, the best Habitat for Humanity. Ciao. Don't say I ain't never told y'all nothing. Wendy Sims said, yeah, NikkiStar, my great grandmother did drive-bys for furniture on trash day and would fix it up and sell it at the flea market. Yep. But I am paranoid about bed bugs. Yeah, after, I don't think anybody should do that now in the pandemic or after. We got to get a hold on this first. But when it was good, it was good. Oh gosh, I hope you get more shipments too, Graciela. I am also production said I live in the DMV and I'm about to head to Georgetown and Arlington. You would be surprised what they think is trash. You would be surprised the things you find. I just be waiting for them to roll stuff out, and I'm like, all right, let's see. Or when this is another thing. Back in the day, I used to check Facebook for estate sales and wealthy homes, but this is like wealthy neighborhoods. But this is the thing: when you do the research on like Craigslist for the estate homes, right? Make sure you do your research on who is being foreclosed, home is being foreclosed, and who is getting their assets seized by the government, right? Because especially what I've learned with wealthy communities, a lot of people don't be paying their taxes. A lot of these wealthy people don't be paying their taxes. So they are always in like some kind of financial distress at some point in their life out there, living in these wealthy places. So what happens is a lot of times at these estate sales, they will be selling everything for like dirt cheap because they just have to get something in. They have to get like quick cash, quick money immediately. So there's always some really good finds for real cheap. I say do your research because some of these estate sales, it's just like, oh, you just trying to sell some stuff, but you don't really need the money because why is this $2,000 at an estate sale? Oh no, honey, we're not going over $500. This stuff needs to move quick. That's what I'm saying. You got to get to an estate that needs money today. So that stuff is going to move real quick. So they're going to price it to move. That's what you need to do. I remember my second apartment, I was able to furnish that through an estate sale at WB. The WB had canceled 6 shows, and they needed to get that furniture out of there, but they were reselling it, but it wasn't moving fast enough. So one of my friends who was a producer on one of the shows that got canceled, they were just like, listen, they're having an estate sale for all of the furniture on the show. If you want anything, come there and get it. And the estate sale lasted for 2 days, right? So I'm thinking, I'm new here, right? So I'm thinking estate sale. So I'm just like, I ain't got no money. My roommate was just like, we should go. And my sister was in town and she was just like, yeah, let's go. Because my sister just wanted to do something, right? She wasn't living here at the time. So she just wanted to have an experience. So I was like, all right, let's go to this estate sale. We get there. There are trucks, moving trucks loaded up all down the block. And people, this stuff is moving. People are getting living room sets and everything. And so we are like, what is this? I saw this lady walk out with these beautiful antique lamps with like beading on them. Like they look so expensive. I'm like, where are these people getting this stuff? So we go on this huge lot. It was just a one of their sets, basically, and everything had a price tag on it. Baby, they were selling that stuff for dirt cheap. And I asked my friend, I was like, well, why are they like, this is like movie studio stuff. Like, why are they selling this? And she was like, because they canceled these shows, but they have other shows that need to film and they can't use this stuff. So the shows are like really specific and they can't use this stuff. So they want to resell it, but the people that the stores that they resell it to are not, selling it fast enough. And they also are not selling the stuff that they already have. So the stuff ain't moving. So they need to get rid of this because they need to start filming their next shows in like a couple of months. And they need to start building and, getting all of that together. But they don't have anywhere to store this stuff. And they don't want to pay for storage. So they just want it out of here. Well, I got the shopping, babe. I was like, oh, so this stuff is priced to sell. So I had one of my roommates was like all the way over on the other end of the lot upstairs, like looking for other stuff. And then me and my sister was just on the floor looking, right? We finally got to one set that I had been wanting to go to as a fan. It was the set of Passions. Remember that? Remember that soap opera from back in the day? Passions. So we get to that set, and me and my sister, love that show. So we're like, oh my gosh, this is, where I forget her name, the witch used to live. So we got to her set, and everything was like $20. They had tickets on stuff. Everything's like $20, $40. Like we couldn't believe it. Like nothing on the set of Passions was like over $100. Nothing. So me and my sister just started putting everything in our cart, a little dolly thing that we can move. My roommate was calling the truck and we just started getting all of this stuff. When I'm walking out, I see this beautiful mint green and like aqua couch. Now the couch started at $200, right? So it was me and a soccer mom who wanted this couch, but neither one of us wanted to pay for the price. So the guy was just like, this is what it is, and we're not budging on the couch. Now the couch was $200. I should have still got it, but I had already got so much stuff for under $100, so I was like, no, I'm not doing it. We're still shopping, and then we hear this one guy say, oh, this stuff has to be gone within the hour because we have to move all of this stuff out of here because we have to, the film crew or the set crew has to come in and start building. So we got to get this stuff out of here. The guy didn't know that me and my sister heard that. So as soon as homeboy said that, the guy that was putting the tickets on everything started slashing the prices on stuff. So the stuff that was $20, he was slashing it to like $5, $6, $10. I was like, what? So I told my sister, I was like, wait a minute, because remember the stuff that we liked that we thought was too expensive? Hold on, because I think we're gonna be able to get that stuff. So the guy started putting all these tickets on it, and I saw him put a ticket on my couch that I wanted. I was just like, and I looked at the ticket and I was like, $50. I was like, dude, come on. I heard that you got to move this within an hour. You don't want your boss to come back and see this couch still here. And he was like, all right, what do you want it for? And I was like, 20. He was like, 20. I was like, I can move it out of here within the next 10 minutes. He was like, you sure? I was like, yes, I am. He gave me that couch for 20. Baby, I did my whole apartment. My whole apartment was the set of Passions. And we didn't spend more than like $300. Finding a estate sale. Moral of the story is finding a estate sale, stuff has to move quick. You will get some nice stuff. I still have so much stuff from that set. Tabitha, guys, my whole living room, my whole dining room was Tabitha's. Tabitha's dining room was my dining room. Oh my God. And people would come over and be like, Nikki, you literally have Tabitha's dining. I had her dining set. I had all of her pictures. This one lady got her kitchen cover for me because I was trying to get that, but my sister was calling me over to the couch. I go over to the couch and I come back and the cupboard is going. I wanted that cupboard so bad, but it was too expensive. It was too expensive. I wish if it would have lasted until like 3:30, I could have got it for $40. I'm telling you, you have to look for an estate sale where the person is like trying to pay back the government, or like where it has to move quick. If you can find one of them, you will get some nice stuff for nothing. I got Tabitha's dining set in her living room. Yeah, Passions wasn't good that last season, which is why I got canceled. I still today, like if you know somebody who like works at studios, just ask around. You will be able to find it. I'm dead serious, Graciela. Dead serious. If you are a fan, a real fan, y'all know, I think it wasn't Tabitha's no, it wasn't Tabitha's living room. But y'all know that it was this big blue jazz. There was this big blue picture. No, I think it wasn't Tabitha's dining room of this black man playing the saxophone. I still have that. I can't, do I have it in here? I cannot give that up. I cannot give that up. I sold most of my furniture to my friend Johnny. And he got the majority of like Tabitha's furniture when I moved, because I moved someplace and it was like I had way too much stuff and the place I moved to was smaller and I just couldn't take it there. But baby, Johnny, this big black dude is like living in Tabitha's tiny room. Oh God. But yeah, find an estate sale. Yeah, Passions got so weird at the end. And I actually ended up having to sell that couch, and I sold it. I think I sold it for like $400. Mama made a profit. And when I sold it for $400, the lady who came to get it, she was just like, "Are you serious? All you want is $400?" So I was just like, "Yeah. I don't really need it. I just, really want to bless somebody." If I would have told that woman that I paid $20 for that couch, baby, can't do that now. Graciela, I'm sorry. But guys, listen, I gotta go. I gotta watch Atlanta. What's the other one? Oh, I gotta do my audition. Let me get out of here. See, the people who watch this on playback, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna start doing these. You know what? I'm gonna start making these lives an hour, because this isn't right. I'm telling you guys, I know we have a great time, but then the people who watch this on the playback are like, "Really, Nikki? 3 hours? I'm sorry. I was having so much fun." Let me get out of here so I can watch Atlanta and, get some content up for you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Will I be able to do that? I don't know. You know what? Atlanta and Drag Race may be later in the afternoon. I think, yeah. So I'm going to do the Real Housewives of Atlanta tomorrow at 3. And then right after that, I'm going to do Drag Race at 4. So because I got, my audition stuff in the morning. So I was going to try to play around with that time, but I'm not going to play around with that. I'll just do it after my audition. So anyway, join me tomorrow for Drag Race at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then on Tuesday for The Bachelor. Love you guys. Good night. Have some fun. Find an estate sale if you can. And I will see you soon for something else. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. I say it every time because I truly do mean it. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to, laugh and chat with me. It means a lot to me and I enjoy it. Thank you guys. Night. Sending my love to you. Hey, waiting for you to come home.